Hello everyone, in this tutorial we are going to learn about how to convert images to Toonify images. Toonify is nothing but animated character or animated face. So you can see here I just converted Kohli face into an animated character. So you can see how good it converted. And a big thanks to Doron and Justin who did this amazing application using advanced algorithms like GANs. So without wasting any time, so let's just see what exactly it will be doing and how exactly it will be doing. And at the end, we'll be having a code demo. So the first thing we need to know what is Toonify, right? It's very cool application of CANs, right? And where you will be giving your face image as an input, and you'll be getting an output which looks like your face is from an animated movie. So that is what Toonify will be doing, and how exactly it will be doing. So the underhood of Toonify is completely a GAN. GAN stands for Generative Adversarial Network, where it will be having two networks. One is generator and the other one is discriminator. And they both work simultaneously to learn and train a model. And they both play an adversarial game here, like where the generator always try to fool the discriminator by generating data similar to those in the training set. So if you see in the image, so it will be the generator will be taking the random input and it will be trying to generate the output which looks similar to those in the training set. And the discriminator always try to not to be fooled by the identifying fake data from the real data. So the discriminator classify whether the input generated by the generator is a true one or a fake one. So it will be having all the real images. So it will be doing some mathematics behind it, so to classify whether the sample generated by the generator is fake or not. And always generator tries to fool the discriminator, like it will generate a sample and it will try to fool the discriminator that that sample is a true one which we got from the which got from the real images, but not, it is generated from the random noise. So this is how GANs work. And what exactly can GAN do? GANs can do a lot of things. So if you see, these are the latest applications which we got from the GANs, where you can create the virtual models which never existed on the earth. So these are completely the models generated by GANs itself. And we can also animate portraits like Mona Lisa. We had seen the recent video where Mona Lisa will be moving and talking something, where everything will be moving in that portrait. And you can also convert the line drawings into real people. So that is also one application. And this is the recent one where we will be estimating how Roman emperors looks like just by looking at their statues. So it will generate the real face, I mean it will generate the face from the statues, which looks exactly like real humans. And there is another application like we'll be converting the manual slow motion videos into super slow motion videos. And the other application is like converting black and white images or videos to color, which I recently explained on my Instagram page, so you can just go and check that post. And the other application is like reconstructing the face image just by listening to their voice. So this is also one of the cool applications of GANs, and we have many more applications of the GANs. As you can see the image, the style GAN, the style GAN 2 generated all these fake images, which looks like exactly the real people, but these people never existed on the earth, or they never. Uh, that's what, like the GANs will be doing that one. How powerful, you can see the GANs, the powerful applications are there from the GANs, and we'll be having many more applications coming in the future as well. So let's see how exactly the Toonify works. So what they did is like, uh, see, not everyone will be having a GPU, or they have a lot of time to train a neural network from scratch by having a huge amount of data. So not everyone will be having that one. So what people will be doing is they will be using a technique called transfer learning when they don't have enough time or enough data. we can use the transfer learning uh, to generate a better models. So here also the authors use the transfer learning technique. Like they took a style gang, which is a pre-trained model, and then they fine-tuned that model on the data set of various characters from animated films. So they have only 300 images, 300 animated character images, and they just fine-tuned that style gun with that data set only. And they got an output which is okay for such small amount of training and small data. As you can see, this is the output generated by the style gun. You can see all the drawings are there, or see CG images are there, which are blur and which are not exactly looking like humans, right? So they want to try where these animated characters looks like humans but animated. So they used a trick called layer swapping. uh, this is an amazing work done by Justin. So this Doron took that layer swapping script from Justin, and he included in his project. So layer swapping is nothing but we have two networks. So if you can see here, we have a cartoon model and a style GAN model. And in the architecture of style GAN is like every layer will affect the images or appearances in a different ways. Like the first layers capture something like nose, how the shape of the nose is, how the human portrait is, like whether they are looking right side or left side and everything. So these are being captured by the initial layers. And when we go on deep into the layers, and the high resolution layers, like high level layers, will be capturing the colors, textures, and color contrast and everything. So what they thought is, so why don't we take the initial layers of the cartoon model, which they just trained on, like I had shown in the previous video, previous slide, right? Where they just train a style gun with 300 images. So that is what we call cartoon model, and this is the original style gun model. uh, and what they did is they just swapped the layers. So they took the low layers of the cartoon model and the high layers of the style gun model, and they just combined them, and they created a hybrid model. So where this hybrid model will be generating the output, which will be having the structure of a cartoon face, but photorealistic rendering. So that is what we everyone expects, right? So we need to have our own features, but in an animated face. So that's what they also did that one. And and this is how we'll be generating the output. Like we'll be giving the original image as an input to the style GAN model, the original style GAN model, and we'll be getting the output of a similar face, which looks very similar to the original face. Because style GANs will be generating a lot of images, like you can just go and search for any image, you'll be getting that one. Like any type of features, it will be giving the output with that features. So we'll be also getting a very similar face to the input image. So we'll be getting that one, which we called a latent vector. And then we will be passing that latent vector to the blended model in the sense the hybrid model which we had seen in the previous slide. So we will be passing that latent vector to the blended model, and we'll be generating the tone version of that image. But what we'll be having then, we'll be having the same face but modified to look like a tone version. So if you see the first image, which is input, the second image which we got from the style GAN, and we are passing that second image to the third image, like the tone image, the tone version. So this is how we will be generating the output. So now let's see. Okay, so now let's see the code demo of this one. So here we can see the complete code, which I just taken from the real authors, and I just made 2 3 modifications, so it will be easy for you to just generate the outputs. Uh, so here first we'll be importing, like we'll be uh, stating that the collab to use the TensorFlow 1 version. instead of two version. So you can just run the cell. So TensorFlow 1 point some version will be selected, and we'll be just cloning the Justin StyleGAN 2 code. So where we'll be using this one, and then we'll be to get the latent vectors for the images, and we will be creating three folders: raw, aligned, and generator. In the raw we will be uploading our images, and in aligned, so we'll be uh, so what the authors did is, like, you can just give any images, whether the face is looking at the camera or not, or the faces are somewhere in the images. So what they did is, like, they use a delete face detector to grab all the faces from the given image and transform them into a correct format. So all these corrected formats will be stored in the align folder, and then finally all the results will be stored into the generated folder. So we'll be creating three folders there, and now we'll be going into raw folder to upload the images. So here, as an example, like, I'll be uploading the cricketers images here, uh, all the cricket team images. So let me just upload them, so it will not take much time, because all uh, very small files. But a caution is, like, if you upload a high resolution images, so you'll be getting a very good result. If you upload a low resolution images, your output will be not that satisfied. So it's a caution given by the authors. So just be careful, upload the high resolution images, and we'll be getting back to the style and to folder where we'll be doing and everything. uh, yeah, so check whether all the images are uploaded or not. So if you go into the directory structure, so if you go into raw, okay, my images are just here itself. So I think something wrong I did. So yeah, you can see all the uploaded images are there in the raw folder. So we'll be going back to the style guide where we'll be doing all the later work here. So in this cell, we'll be getting all the pre-trained networks from the authors, where they stored everything in their Google Drives or Mega Drive. So if you can use all the any one of these URLs to get the original a blended network. So you can use this one, which is generated by the Justin. But due to some technical issues, you cannot download that from the Google Colab. You can just go to that link and download that one and upload it to your Google Drive and mount that here. So you can do that one, or you can just go with this mega folder, which is done by the original guy Doran, or else you can just simply use the version which I stored in my Google Drive. So you can use any one of them. You can use any link there, or else if you mounted your Google Drive, you can use the path of the file from the Google Drive. So I mounted my Google Drive here, and I just given the link here. So yeah, once you've just given the right URL, and then you can run this cell, it will download these pre-trained networks from that URLs, and it will load into the related networks, which will be done by the pre-trained network script, which is there from the style and code. Yeah, so after that, we need to run this script, align images.py, and you will be giving the your input image folder raw, and you'll be giving the output folder to store the aligned images. That is what aligned. So what this script will be doing is, it will capture all the faces from the images using delete face detector, and it will be generating the outputs in the correct format. So we just run this one. It will take a bit of time, so I'm just skipping it. Yeah, so after it is done, so we need to run this project images.py to get the latent vectors from for all the images which we just given as an input. So every image will go through the 500 steps to get the exact latent vector. So we need to give as an input of align folder and the generated folder. So it will be generating all the latent vectors, and then we will be using that latent vectors and passing that to the blended network. So this step will take a lot of time because we have a more number of images. Even if you have one image, it will take a lot of time. So I'll just go back and get a cup of coffee, and we'll be back again. I'll just skip this step. Tada, I'm back. So we generated the latent vectors for every image. Like I just given 13 images, so we generated 13 latent vectors. So now we will be passing that latent vectors from the blended model to generate the tone images. So it will not take much time. Like it will just pass the latent vector and get the output. So it is done for all the 13 images. So we just see the outputs for few images. So we can see how the one looks like. So let's just see the other outputs, other place. So you can see how Kohli looks like, and we just go through few or for a few images. So we can see how Rohit looks like. So let's see how those images how Chahal looks like. It's so funny, right? So it's a really interesting application. Like it's very cool. You can see how it is generating the animated face of yourself. So it's really fun application. So you can make your loved ones happy from this one. You can just show how their faces look in animated ways. So I hope you enjoy this tutorial. So I'm just looking forward like how people will be using this one. So in the next tutorial, I just want to say one thing. Like they did few modifications for this model to make it faster. So what they did is they trained the blended model with a pair of images. I mean the style GAN with a pair of images. So they got some output, and they passed this one to the pix to pix HD GAN. So where it will be generating a bit of high resolution images. So if you see these images are not high resolution, so the pix to pix HD will be doing that one, and we don't need to pass the next input images to StyleGAN. We can directly pass the input images to pix HD, so it will generate the output. So it is bit faster than the this one, but I couldn't find any code for that one. So I'll be doing it myself in the coming days, and I'll be making another tutorial how to make it faster. If possible, we can also try making that as a tensor using TensorFlow JS to make it as a web app where it will be running on browser itself. So if anyone interested, we can work together. Uh, yeah, we can work together and uh, make this possible. So I hope you enjoy this tutorial. So we'll be making more and more tutorials in the coming days, and please do like, share, subscribe, so it motivates me to do more videos for you, or to do more tutorials for you, so you can learn something from my videos. And yeah, thank you so much for being and watching this one. Thank you guys, bye.